Yo, what's going on, man? Today is May the 5th, May the 7th, 2023. It's your boy Chris. This is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter, also live on YouTube as well. Busy day for me, man. I've been in and out the house doing a lot of things, but I kind of capped the games last night. Already kind of know what I was looking at for today, so I figured, if we could run the tweet up, then let's go ahead and get a show going, man. So why not? Gather around, boys and girls. Grab your pencil, grab your papers, grab your sports books, your bet slips, and let's see if we can find some cash together on this beautiful Sunday. At least it is in Virginia. So, real quick, as I always do, recap of last night, and I'm not even sure. Let me just check one thing really quickly before I get started. My apologies. Um, don't know if I actually connected my AirPods. All right, cool. AirPods connected. Should be good to go. Let me just do a check real quick just to make sure. Mike. Yo. Testing. Okay. Default speaker. Yo. Mike. Speaker. Yo. All right, we should be good. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the YouTube comment section just to make sure. Can you guys hear me in the YouTube comment section? Can people hear me? If so, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the YouTube section. I know people can hear me on Twitter. So let me know if you guys can hear me in the YouTube section. Can people hear me? Let's see. Dang, my fault for this. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right, bet. Definitely sound different on here. Definitely can hear you. Okay, all right, bet. We're good. Let's get into it. All right, so quick recap, man. Yesterday, I for the Heat game. So I want to talk about the Heat a little bit, but not before we talk about today. I'm just off in that series. Haven't been playing sides. We cashed on the Knicks in game 2 and a bounce back at the -5. But I've just been kind of watching, man. This Heat team is it's really showing the weaknesses that the New York Knicks have. It's crazy how they've been able to kind of expose them, just not letting Jalen Brunson get into the paint at all. And when he gets there, they kind of clog him, and they're living with the RJ Barrett 3-pointers of the world. Julius Randle shooting from the outside. They just do not let the Knicks, get inside and score it all. So they kind of funnel them into the paint and, kind of just blowing it up after that. So I haven't, I didn't know if they were going to be able to continue that yesterday. And they were. So only play I gave out was Caleb Martin, over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists to my YouTube membership. He did not cash. Never looked like he was a part of the offense at all. I think he shot 0 for 3, had like 5 rebounds and hit a couple free throws, but he didn't even score a bucket. His minutes also decreased. He was averaging about 30 down to 23 yesterday. So we lost in that game, but then I gave out the Lakers -2. This was all to the YouTube membership because I didn't do a show yesterday. Lakers -2 was a good cash, solid cash. I bought a point, didn't even need to. In that, I got the Lakers at a -125, buying a point down because the spread was 3.5. Also took the full game under 228.5. That was another cash. And then Golden State team total. I knew the Lakers would bounce back in in a really strong way defensively. They're the best defensive team after the All-Star break, in the postseason as well. So Lakers looked good for me last night. Made me a ton of money, which is why I got the championship hat on today. I know in the green screen you guys can't see it, but the Laker hoodie on. I got Laker socks on, everything. So 3-1 day yesterday. I didn't go heavy on the player props as I never do, even though I do have one that I really love today, and I'm gonna get into that. So hopefully we can kind of keep it going, man. It's been kind of red hot as far as the sides. Today we have 2 games, and let's get into them. First game we have, and let me just make sure I got the most updated line. Yeah, we got the Sixers. They're still in Philadelphia at home, trying to tie the series up today. Boston looked good, man. I tweeted this earlier, but the best thing I think that could have happened for the Celtics was them losing game 1 without Joel Embiid, because it kind of ignited a fire that they needed, I think, because they have been kind of going through the motions throughout the postseason. Winning the game, losing the game. We had kind of talked about that. But then game 3, I talked about, the better team probably winning the series, and I did give out Boston on Friday, -2. and I gave out the full game under. The under went over by a point. Malcolm Brogdon free throws killed me at the end, man. I lost a little bit of money on that play. But yeah, the Celtics came through for us. So today they are, trying to take a commanding 3-1 lead. Do they have enough? Can they stay locked in and focused enough to get a sweep on the road against one of the better Eastern Conference teams throughout the regular season and throughout the postseason as well? One of the things I talked about on Friday, and I said it was just a lean. I didn't get to the window with it, didn't make an official play, was James Harden under those 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This dude, I love Harden. Absolutely love Harden, but he's at that stage in his career where, if you have good guards that kind of lock in on him, man, Harden can really be clamped up. We saw this last year, in the playoffs. It was against the Miami Heat last year where Harden, kind of got smothered, man. So the way I see this game going today, I'm honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Do I think Boston's the better team? Absolutely. Will Boston be, completely locked in and motivated in this spot? I'm not 100% sure, man. I know that they were in the last game. Could that momentum roll over? I think it absolutely could. But if they kind of took their foot off the brake and, go back home 2-2, it really wouldn't surprise me because of the desperation that I think I see from the Philadelphia side on this game. So, I ran some craze. I got a little, support on both sides. So I'm gonna stay off the side. I know people probably looking for me like, hey, Chris, like who you like and why you like them. I'm staying off the side. I think you probably can get a better number if you take it live. I don't know which one of these teams are going to jump out. Typically, it's been the Boston Celtics. I think Boston is something like 8-1 in the first half against the spread. So I couldn't talk anybody off, just rolling with that trend. But that's not something that I'm going to take. As far as notes for the game, let me see what I got for y'all. So I got. So I also got a couple messages about Marcus Smart. Am I running his points, rebounds, and assists back today? Because it's been a cash cow. It's cash for us in game 2, cash for us in game 3, and he's flying over this number. I say you absolutely can. I didn't play it, but I do like to play. I just don't want to put too many plays into the same game. So I didn't play Marcus Smart points, rebounds, and assists. It's a number that he's been clearing pretty easily. I couldn't talk anybody off playing the over for Marcus Smart today. I just hadn't put it in yet. He is 6 or 7 in this series. The only game he stayed under was the game where he only shot 8 field goal attempts. Every other game, he's had at least 11 field goal attempts. You just see him being a lot more involved in the offense. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are, getting the more difficult matchups with Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker. So, Marcus Smart is getting, it has to be either Maxey or James Harden, who definitely are, not the perimeter defenders that you would want them to be. So Marcus Smart is kind of taking advantage, bodying James Harden, bodying Maxey, trying to take him in the paint. He's facilitating as well. So I couldn't talk anybody off of that. What I'm looking at, though, in this game, man, and what I played was I gave this out early this morning to the membership. I played Maxey, man. I really like Maxey a lot today. I think it could be a staple type legacy game for Maxey. I'm not looking for James Harden to bounce back. And I know that he could, right? We've seen Harden, kind of have a bad game, have a good game. But if you listen to the post-game interviews, which I did, the only thing I heard Doc Rivers say was, he has to be more involved. He said he got on him in the last game, and he said, you're being too passive. He said he pulled him to the side and said, hey, man, you think Kobe would pass up these shots that you passing up here? So for me, I think, Doc wants to get him involved. He's the minutes are going to be there, right? Dude's playing 35 minutes per game in this series, and he's shooting 18 shot attempts. So I took his points over 19.5 today. I think you ladder Maxey points, man. I know I'll get to the total in a second, but I think, regardless, I think Maxey's going to be out there. I'm not looking for Harden to do much today. Tobias Harris, yeah. Joel Embiid, not 100%. Do Boston probably had the best defense for him in the league? Absolutely. So I think Maxey takes on that role. It would not surprise me to see Maxey go for 30 points in this game and for the Philadelphia 76ers to win on the backs of Maxey, because I feel like it's a big potential, like I said, legacy game for Maxey today, man. Is how I'm thinking about it. So I took Maxey over 19.5. I think the odds were like minus 104. If you're on FanDuel or you're on one of those books where you can all this points, you can play the 20.5 for plus money. I think it's like plus 106. Then you could play the 21.5, 22.5, 23.5. And then you could also just take the normal numbers, take them at 25, take them at 30 if you want. I think the 30 and a win was like plus 12, a little over 13, or close to 1,400. I think it was plus 1,380. I think the last time I checked. I think that's absolutely worth a sprinkle today, man. I didn't play it, but if you think that the Sixers are going to win this game, it will be, in my estimation, because Maxey has a humongous game today. He has to be the guy, in my opinion, to step up. And I think, Doc gonna give him the green light, man. They're in a desperation spot. Can't go down 3-1, 1-3 on the way back to Boston. So that's how I kind of feel about props. That's the only prop that I played in this game. Couldn't talk anybody off, Harden assist, the regulars, Harden assist, and Embiid to have a big game offensively. I do think that it's a game for a lot of rebounds, but I didn't play anything. Al Horford is going to still continue to get the same looks that he got in the last game. I know he hit 5 threes, took 7. Could he go, make them again? Absolutely. I think he could. But I didn't play any of that. As far as the total in this game, like I said, I gave out the under. I think we played 215 on Friday, and it went over. I think it finished with 216 points in the game on Friday. Whatever I played it at, it went over by 1 point on the Brogdon late free throws that were unnecessary. So as far as this game goes, I'm back on the under. I took the under 214. And it's just, it's based on pace. It's based on both of these teams not being able to score on each other. I talked about this in game 2. I talked about it in game 3. When Embiid plays, it slows the pace down so much, man. And when you have these series where you have game 3 goes under and then game 4, so game 2 goes under, then game 3 goes under, and then you come into game 4, those games typically, go under at a pretty large rate. It's just only so many adjustments you can make. These teams have seen each other so many times throughout the entirety of this series. It's only but so many adjustments you can make. So I think we see a little bit of regression for the Boston Celtics. They did shoot the ball extremely well in the last game, and it was their team total that actually pushed this one over. So I think, Philly backs up against the wall, desperation spot at home, trying to avoid the going down 3-1. I think they bring it on the defensive end. I know, they talk about pace on the Philadelphia 76ers side. I don't think that they're going to play with much more pace because, while you want to play with pace, you can't play with so much pace when you got Joel Embiid out there because he's not going to run up and down the floor at an extremely fast rate. And you want to run the offense through Joel Embiid if it's not going to be through Maxey. So I did play the under, and I did play Tobias. I did play the under. I did play Maxey points at 19.5. Like I said, sprinkles all the way up for me. All the way to 30 if you want to do it. But I think it's a big, big game. While I like the under in the game, full game, I do think Maxey has a big, big game today. That's just my gut feeling, man. Like I said, it's based on what Doc's saying. The numbers support it. 35 minutes a game, 18 shots a game. He got to be able to get 20 points today. So I like Maxey. I know he's been struggling in this series, but I like Maxey a lot today, man. My favorite player prop. Like I said, I also couldn't talk anybody off. Going back to the Marcus Smart wagon, dude's been cashing for us. Over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Also absolutely has to be in play today. So that's how I feel about the first game. As far as this second game, let me go through the comment section real quick on YouTube, make sure I don't miss nothing, and then we'll keep going. Justin says, hit the like, also subscribe, share the video. Appreciate that, Justin. Absolutely, man. Definitely do all that. Easy Money say he appreciates the show. Appreciate you as well. David says, happy Sunday. Smash the like button. What up, Coop? Star Videos, what's going on? Van said the Knicks are the Knicks. Yeah. Prolific, what's going on, my guy? Shout out to whole New York, man. He said hit the like button for me as well. What's going on, Malik? S. Dot. I see my regulars in here, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in on a Sunday, man. Let's see if we can find some cash. Y'all drop y'all likes as well, man. Let me know what y'all liking in the comment section. Maybe some alignment as well. S. Dot says Spo's adjustment in every game is nuts. Next game will be another adjustment before Tibbs even knows what happened to him in games 1 through 3. Yeah, Spo, man, you got to give that coaching staff a lot of credit. Real quick on that. I'm gonna just not to go off on a tangent, but I was watching JJ Redick podcast. He did with what's my guy name from Richmond, Virginia, Tim Legler. He did the podcast with Tim Legler, and he was saying that he was saying Spo does the greatest job of any coach in the NBA of not putting any players outside of what they're comfortable of doing. So if all you can do is shoot, he just wants you to shoot. He doesn't want you ball handling, because when you dribble the ball off your foot, that's on him. So he's only going to put players in positions to be successful. The Heat are winning me over, bro. Like, I don't know how far they're going to make it. You're going to have a tough matchup next round if they end up advancing against the New York Knicks. And not to say that the series is over yet, but yeah, man, Spo's doing a really good job, and they're locked in defensively. The Knicks could not score. They could not score. I tweeted out at the beginning, they finished with 85 points. And, that was with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson pretty much playing, their full allotments of minutes. Now, quickly he's rolled his ankle. He's probably, even if he does play in the next game, he won't be 100%. Jalen Brunson also rolled his ankle. He's going to play, of course, but he also won't, I don't think he's going to be 100%. So, yeah, S-Dot, you on to something, my brother. You was on to something. I know you've been on your heat the whole time, and I have not taken him one time. Let's see, what else I got? Van says Celtics is unfocused, have the worst coach remaining in the playoffs. I don't know, man. I know Missoula gets a lot of slack. I wouldn't say he's the worst coach left in the NBA, but people don't like Missoula, man. Missoula's okay. He's okay in my book. We'll see. They haven't hit the hard patch in the road yet. I think things are gonna get a little tougher for the Celtics as they continue to move on in the playoffs. Estai says Harden got called out by Embiid and Doc. He gonna have to play. He gonna have to pay up. Yeah, he is. I also heard some early on the radio this morning. It sounds like they had a players only. I don't know if it was a players only meeting, but it sounds like they had a come in the heart moment where they all kind of just laid it out on the table amongst the players yesterday as well. So that could kind of ignite them as well. It might be reason why we seeing some money come in on them. The spread is down to 1.5 in favor of Boston here. Jake says Maxey 30 points and a B 4 blocks, Jokic 12 assists, $5 will get you paid $12.73. If you're into that type of thing, I think that could potentially be in play. 4 blocks from Embiid in a must-win game. Jokic 12 assists. I don't know if he's gonna get 12 assists. I know he's been killing it. I probably look at Jokic rebounds more than his assists, but couldn't talk you off. Maxey 30 and B 4 blocks, Jokic 12 assists. 3-leg parlay, $5 will win you $12.73. Okay. Harden doesn't have his first step anymore. He doesn't get the superstar whistle anymore. Those are two important factors why he's been going under as well, Van, for sure. Let's see. David says he took the under 219.5 just for a little insurance. Couldn't talk you off. If you want to alter it up and pair it with something else. What's up to AOD? Van says Maxey and Quickly have similar series. I think the lights are too bright for them. That could be it, man. I don't think they're too big for Maxey though. I think Maxey gets a lot more minutes than Quickly does as well. So give me Maxey today. I like Maxey a lot. Van says this is a Harden game. Okay, you take Harden, I'll take Maxey. We'll see what happens. Anything on Embiid? Nah, nothing on Embiid for me. Fitness. Couldn't talk you off though. Michael said, Chris, just started watching you, bro, and I love the shows. I appreciate that, Michael. Definitely appreciate it, man. I just try to help people cash tickets, try to share information, knowledge, resources, all that good stuff. The plays I'm about to put at the bottom, John, but I am on Maxey points over 19.5. Also played the under for the full game, under 214 also. Tariq says, what's up, Chris? The book supports your under. It's now 213. CLV doesn't always mean anything, Tariq, but hopefully it's a sign in the right direction, man. I just think both teams play really slow and see some regression from Boston as far as them shooting the ball, as well as they did in the last game. I do think that Philly continues to struggle to score in this game, and I think it's going to be played at a pretty slow pace. That's the general three, bullet points that I wanted to make on that game. Let's see. All right, cool. I'm trying to get through the comments. Y'all going crazy in the comments. All right, so let's see. Heat going to the final. Scotty says Alex likes Jalen Brown under 5.5 rebounds. That's not relax, bro. It's not Heat Nation. I'm definitely not that far yet. But yeah, your Heat look good, man. I will tell you that. Your Heat look good. Hendry says read through an article that if they want pace, they'll let Maxey run the ball up more. I saw that last game, but no way he's going to go off on MVP night. I'm with Maxey. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Uncut says, did you notice they opened both lines at the same exact line as the other day? The public hit on those games. Now they're trying to double back, laying money on the same side. Don't think it's that easy. Yeah, I don't think so either, Uncut. Yeah. All right. So about to put my best bets at the bottom, Kev, even though I've been saying them. I guess people just been coming in a little late. But best bets for me today is going to be, I'm putting them at the bottom right now for you guys. Boston and Philly under 214 is the number that I got. And Tyrese Maxey, I like Maxey today, man. I like him a lot. Tyrese Maxey over his 19.5 points. Like I said, couldn't talk anybody off sprinkling on the ladder for Maxey today, man. And potentially, putting in the win as well if you want to get a little spicy with it. All right, so next game up and last game, already talking for 20 minutes. Hit the like button for me if you joined late. Pretty pleased with Sugar on top. Appreciate y'all for that. Nuggets and the Suns we have next. Game 4 here. We saw Phoenix in a tough spot on Friday night, and they responded, man. It didn't really surprise me that they responded. It took me a minute. I didn't give the play out on the show, but I did give it out to my members. I laid the floor with the Denver Nugget with the Phoenix Suns. After the show, just kind of contemplating whether I wanted to take them first half or whether I thought they'd get it done full game. They end up getting it done both ways, but I only played the full game. Now you get this number in favor of Phoenix coming, back, same spot, same rotation. Everything's pretty much the same. The money's coming in on Denver, man. 71% of the money based on the Wager Talk live eye screen is on Denver in this spot. 58% of the tickets as well. And you see, looks like 84% of the tickets are on the under as well, although the total is still going up. So I was off on the total in the first game. I did the show, might have been 2 Sundays ago or either last Sunday with Jay Money. And I talked about taking the over and the cash. And then I didn't play the total in game 2, but I played the total in game 3. In game 3, I thought Phoenix was going to do it a little bit more with their defense. They didn't. They did it more with their offense. If you watch them, they were trying to get up and down the floor as quickly as possible before Denver could, get their defense set. Denver's been doing a really good job of trapping specifically Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on the pick and roll, getting the ball out of their hand, contesting shots. But they didn't do that great of a job on Friday, of course. They gave up 121 points and lost the game by, I think they lost by 7, 9, something like that. So now you get a line that opened at 4 in favor of Denver, in favor of Phoenix. So, line opened at about the same. But like I said, the money's pouring in on Denver in this spot. So can Phoenix do it again? Can they top the series before heading back to Denver? Or do the Nuggets have their number and, get one today? It's a tough game, man. It's a really, really tough game. I don't think that I'm going to get involved on the side at all. I would love to see Phoenix, tied up. But I won money with them last, on Friday, and I'm not trying to get that money back. Denver is the better team in my estimation. I know that Denver is the better team based on the lineups that these guys have today. If I'm playing anything, man, I think you just take Jokic. I think you take Jokic. I think you take his PRA. I think you take his points plus rebounds. I think you take his points straight because he's the guy. I talked about it, but then didn't, actually play it on Friday. This dude had a triple-double with 17 and 17 rebounds and assists. And I don't think there's a way that you can really slow him down. The other prop that I think has some value in this game is Mr. DeAndre Ayton, man. I know he had a poor game in the last game. And I think he probably does again as well. Landale came in and played extremely well off that bench. Ayton points, rebounds, and assists, I think is something like 24 and a half. I think he goes under, man. I honestly do. I think his minutes gets pulled out. You look at, what Coach Monty Williams, the situation is. They can't go back down. They can't go back to Denver down 3-1. So as much as game 3 was a desperation game for them, in my estimation, because you can't go down 3-0. You can't go down 3-1 either. You can't go down 3-1 having to go back to Denver, where they probably just, win the series, especially without Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's, right now he's listed as, at least on Friday, he was listed as out for games 3 through 5. So he wouldn't even be available in that game in Denver. And we know how hamstrings are. They can linger. So I think it's another must-win spot, man. Like I said, I don't want to play the side. I think that, the total is right on average as well. So I'm not playing the total. But if I'm looking at props, I'm taking Jokic. And if I'm looking at, prop on the other side, I'm also, and Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, no way I could talk you guys off of taking those guys, their points plus assists. Denver will make, I think, some adjustments for sure. But it's legacy type games for these guys, and they love the hoop, man. They're very smart basketball players, so it doesn't matter what their points, rebounds, and assists. I think both of them have over 40 on Friday, and as good as the Nuggets defense is, it's typically not as good on the road. So could they go off individually, collectively, and still lose the game? Absolutely. I think they combine for, like I said, about 80 points out of the 120. The Suns will need their bench. They'll need Campaign, who I was on in the last game, taking his threes over 1.5. He shot the ball terribly. I think he hit one. May not have hit none. I think he shot 1 for 5, 0 for 5. But other guys will have to step up. We saw Terrence Ross. We saw TJ Warren, who played, those guys, specifically TJ Warren, played really, really big in the last game. So those are my thoughts on the game. But if I take anything, it'll be a live play, not anything I want to force. So 2 best bets are at the bottom. Those are just my thoughts. I just wanted to kind of share with you guys what I was looking at as far as the game goes. I see my guy Teddy requested up. I just want to touch on something that he talked about. Dude's been absolutely on fire throughout this whole series. He took KCP threes in game 1, they cashed. He took KCP threes in game 2, they cashed. He took KCP under 10.5 points in game 3, and the dude scored 2 points on a pull-up jump shot in the second quarter. So maybe you go back to KCP under again. Could absolutely be in play as well. But those are my thoughts. Those are my general thoughts on the game. Nothing that I've fired off officially at all. That's just how I'm kind of seeing the game. Best bets are posted at the bottom. Kev Freebond says, "What up, big bro? You got the right hat on. I had to put a little on the Lakers to be champs." Okay. I think, I was looking at some future markets as well. I'm not too big on the future markets just because of the injuries, especially when we're thinking about AD specifically. But so I take it game by game. I don't really play a lot of futures. But I couldn't talk you off, Remons. Could not talk you off. Odds are, probably only going to get worse for the teams that are kind of dominating this series right now. John says Boston, Denver, both headed to their finals. But today, one will lose. Okay. I like it. All right, send me a request, man. Let me know what you guys are on. I got about 15, 20 minutes. I'll get some requests, get through some requests. Let me know what you guys are on today, man. And like I said, hit the like button for me if you guys can as well. Appreciate everyone for tapping in with me, tuning in. Let's see if we can cash some tickets today. Cam, what's going on, my guy? You are up first, man. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you? How you?
All right, man. I'm having a decent weekend, The games are going decently.
Good.
Yeah, man. A few things I'm on. I'm going back to the well of Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, I just said when I bet on him the first time, as long as I don't put it up to 15 points, I'm going to bet it every time. I know we hit it on the last free throws of the last game, but that's kind of the nice thing about him is if it does become a fouling game, they look for him because he's the best free throw.
He a 50, 40, 90 type guy, so absolutely.
Yeah.
No way I could talk you off.
So Marcus Smart, I remember he was looking and tossed it across the court, and I was like, perfect. All right, there you go. So a little stressed, but so over 14.5 for Malcolm Brogdon going back, just hit it every single game in the series, and it's not just one of those, he's done it. He's just getting the minutes. He runs that second unit, and they just have no answer for him. I haven't been able to defend him, so let's go back to the wall there. And then Marcus Smart steals over 1.5. He's only done it once this series, but his activity's been there. A lot of deflections. You can also go with stocks. It's a safer play, but I like the plus 140. He got 3 last game, and that was because some of those deflections went into the right hands. So I'm expecting the same, and I'm expecting this game to be a pretty defensive game. I think it's a must-win for both teams. But Boston knows if they win this game, it's basically done. And Philly knows if they lose this game, it's basically done. Both teams are going to play some defense, I think. So I'm on Marcus Smart to get over 1.5 steals. Also, I'm on Jaylen Brown to get over 1.5 stocks. That's at minus 105. Jaylen Brown's been he said it out loud. We got to take pride in our defense, and he's been showing out. He's gotten 1.5 stocks in a couple of games already this series, and he's done it every time since he came out with his comments about defense being all about effort. So when you watch him play, he's all over the place. So I just really like, again, if I'm thinking a defensive game, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for defensive props today. And then I'm on D'Anthony Melton threes over 1.5. I think it's a low number. As long as Philly doesn't get blown out, he's been taking a lot of shots from the 3-point line, taking about 5 or 6 in the non-blowout games, and I like 1.5 at minus 120. I think if Philly has a chance of winning, they do need some of these role players to also step up. Along with, I agree with you, Maxey has to have a good game. So I'm taking D'Anthony Melton on his over 1.5 threes. So those are the 3 plays that I'm on.
Four plays, right, Ken?
Four plays. Yeah,
okay.
4 plays.
Okay.
And then for the night game, I'm leading. I'll play it out. Basically, I'm going to see how I do. Like I always do, see how I do in the earlier games. But I'm leaning on Michael Porter Jr. threes over 2.5. It's a good line right now, minus 110. He's cold for a bit. Got hot last game, and I kind of like with guys like that who they're kind of rhythm shooters, right? So once he gets back into a rhythm, he's going to get those shots back up, and they're going to keep giving him those shots. And I think at 2.5 minus 110. We're getting a bit at a discount because he hasn't been on. But typically that's a pretty low line for him. He's normally around a 3.5 guy or like a minus 135. So that's more me looking at the value of the play, and the fact that like if he's gonna get hot and stay hot, you want to catch him while he's hot, get off him while he's cold. So, but that's the lean for now. But yeah, that's the only play I have in that later game. That's a tough one, man. Like 90, it was almost 90 points between two players. That's the only reason Denver lost that game.
That's a fact. Yeah, I see. I think we see it the same, Cam, for sure.
Like it's very like I look at it and I'm just like, how? Of course, between when you say can they do it again when it's Devin Booker and Durant, sure, of course. But that is a very difficult task.
Right.
That is something like
right.
You going out there and being like the only way we win this game is if y'all drop 90. Like come on now.
Yeah, and you gotta and Cam, you gotta think, right? If you Mike Malone in the on the opposite side, you gotta say, yo, if we limit these guys to 35 apiece, you know what I mean? Like we win this game because they legit had a chance to win the game. Like they still had a chance to win the game. So yeah, I'm with you. I think we definitely see in the game the same way, and that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of staying off the side.
Yeah, not touching the sides. It's like if anything, maybe live, like you said, but it'll be a fun watch. But yeah, if they can do that again, respect. But yeah, I think Denver takes this, and I agree with you on Jokic. I think anything Jokic tonight will be that dude's probably looking at the last game being like, how did I have 35, 17, and 17?
Right.
That's probably what he's thinking. So,
right.
Anyway, it's gonna be interesting. And Ayton, for everybody, like whenever you have a player at your team and they're holding out, they're saying they want out, and then you just match their. Like he's a perfect example of why you just probably should never match when a player wants out. But that's just how I'm seeing it now. Like, sure, during the regular season, he looked right, but I don't think this guy will ever really want to stay in Phoenix, and it's not seeming to work because he gets completely disengaged when he's not part of the offense. And he's not going to be part of this offense. Like, it's very difficult to be like, yeah, hey, we're going to give you shots that go to Booker or Durant, and then he disengages on the defensive end for it. So for me, Ayton's just not the right fit there. I think after this, if they get knocked out in this series, Ayton's gone. I just remember that. I think he's gone instantly. I think they find a trade for him first thing they can. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it.
Okay. So appreciate you, Cam. Appreciate you for sure. So Cam looking at Brogdon again. Cast on him last game, over 14.5 points. Marcus Smart steals over 1.5, and Jaylen Brown. I love me and you were going back and forth, Cam. I love the Jaylen Brown look. Over 1.5 stock steals plus blocks. DeAnthony Milton over 1.5 3-point makes in that game as well. And then MPJ didn't lock it in yet, but MPJ over 2.5 threes. I got that right, right, Cam?
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
Okay. Hey, best of luck, bro. I hope you cash them.
Respect. You too.
Absolutely. Teddy, you were up next, my guy, and then Dream, I'm coming to you. What up, Teddy?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. This Denver series has been blessing me, man. The KCP over-unders. But I'm back on it, man. I'm on the under again. 9.5. FanDuel, you can get at minus 110. You're going to basically give me, even if he hits three three-pointers, I'm still going to cash that bet. I'm going to take it away. Maybe jump back on him on the over when he gets back to Denver.
Okay.
But I think that's a good look again, double up again, take the under at 9.5. Also in the first game, I do think this is a Tobias Harris game. I think you can get 14.5 points right now on FanDuel at minus 105 last time I checked. MB talked about it after the game. The players have to step up. So I think today you get Tobias Harris, a maxi effort. I definitely think Philly's going to basically go all in today because they know if they go to Boston down 3-1, pretty much a wrap. So I do agree with a lot of the points you were making earlier where I think Maxey shows up, and I definitely see Tobias Harris getting to 15 points or pretty close to there. So I'm gonna take that bet already. Other than that, man, I love the show, man. A lot of good insight from everyone on here. So all I can say is, hopefully we can see the Lakers get to the finals and then have an opportunity to make some good money. So we'll see.
Absolutely, Teddy. You contribute to it as well, my guy. Appreciate you for all the insight, man. If people been telling your plays, then they've been up for sure. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words, Teddy, and I appreciate you sharing the look again, man. Tobias Harris over 14.5 and KCP under 9.5 again, Teddy. Best of luck to you today, man.
Yes, sir.
Dream up next, and then we got our guy Ben in the building as well. What up, Dream?
What's the vibes, my guy?
I'm good. What's going on, Dream? How you, bro?
Can't complain. Doing well, man. Doing well. Trying to keep it going. Quick recap. Last time I was up here, it was the Philly game. So, we did well, man. 3-1, hit a couple blunt money bets. I can't remember exactly which ones. I think it was Harden, 10 assists, and B, 30 points, and I think 35 and 35 with KD and Book. So I'm gonna try and keep it up, man. That's what I'm on today. Devin Booker over 31 and a half points, minus 120. Somebody already mentioned it, I think. But he had 47 last game on 2 free throw attempts. So yeah, I love the number. He's averaging 37 for the playoffs. He's getting 40 plus minutes every single game. And as I watch the game, I'm seeing, actually ever since Book got his shot blocked by Russ and was complaining to the refs, Book been on demon time. And I'm just watching the game as a guy who had KD to score 40 and as a guy who had KD and Booker both partied together to score 40. I'm watching KD, and basically all he's doing is getting the ball at the top of the key or at the high post, acting like he's going to do a move, waiting until somebody comes, giving it to Booker, and then Booker is immediately attacking. That's why Book is getting, like, it just, they both getting, actually, Durant had more shot attempts, probably, like 12 or 31, but it just looked like Book had his fingerprints all over that game because he just refused to, it seemed like he refused to lose. So I'm on Book again, man. This is a game, somebody mentioned my exact point. These games, to me, are like prop better dreams than right ones because these are must-win games, man. Like, if Philly go down 3-1, series over. Phoenix go down 3-1, series is over. I don't care what you say, the series over. So you're going to have to bet on your guys that been there all year doing what they're doing. You got to bet on them. So I took Book. Also took his over 2.5 threes. This is a simple play. 8 attempts, back-to-back games. He's going over this number 6 of 8 games in the playoffs, and you're giving me minus 130. I will take it. Correlates with his points. I'm back on KD PRA over 44.5. Same analysis I gave up here 2 days ago. KD disrespect. Then he comes out and shoots 12 for 31, but he goes over the number, breezes over it. So yeah, I'm back on this 44.5. I'm expecting 30 plus from KD, maybe double-digit rebounds and 5 or 6 assists. So one of these games we're gonna have Kevin Durant shoot like he's actually Kevin Durant.
I know. Hey, Dream, I wanted to ask you about that, bro. But keep going. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. No, go ahead, James. Finish your point, bro.
Yeah, one of these games, man. I don't know when. Unless it's just the Udoka. Maybe Ime Udoka is in the locker room and he's telling them how to do it. Outside of that, man. Give me KD over 44.5. If you want to swing for the triple double, can't swing for that. Embiid, damn, that was my first one. I'm surprised I said this. Embiid over 2.5 stocks, minus 160, super juiced. Generally, I find something to parlay it with, like I did Jimmy Butler stocks and LeBron block yesterday. But we just gonna play it. Minus 160 over 2.5 stocks. Steals and blocks on DraftKings.
This Embiid, right, Dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gone over this number every single game in the playoffs. Whether he plays 28 minutes, plays 29 minutes, plays 39 minutes, he's gone over the number. If you've been watching Embiid since he came back from injury, he's got 9 blocks in like 60 minutes. He had 5 blocks the first game back in 29 minutes, and he had 4 blocks last game. So yeah, I'll take the 2.5 stocks minus 160. And then the last play I have is Jokic. Nikola Jokic. Him to get a triple-double plus 205, half-unit play. Simple, like you said, he had a triple-double with 17 rebounds, 17 assists. I feel like Phoenix is not going to adjust. They like, hey, maybe it's some adjustments on offense, but on defense, they must feel good. They like, hey, we actually got to win. Jamal Murray did what he does. He had 30. Joker had a 30-point triple-double, but we held the others down. So I expect the same thing to happen today. They're going to let Joker do what he do. It's going to be his world. And if you're going to give me a line that was finishing the season at minus 170, at plus 200, I will put a half a unit on it. A few quick blood money bets, man. You my guy. Me and you talking the same language with A, and I think he's going to lose minutes to Jock Landale today. My man Wham shared a video of him whining and not slapping up Chris Paul in the huddle last game after they had got into, they was arguing about something. So this is a elimination game. They not about to mess around with Aiden. If he come out on that BS, they gonna sit him. Monty gonna sit him. Monty already don't like something. So yeah, I say that to say this. Plus 775 parlay. Aiden under 12 points. Ayton under 10 rebounds, and Book under 8 assists. That's plus 775. And
Hold on, Jay, run it back one more time. Ayton under 12 points, under how many rebounds?
10.
Under 10 rebounds. Okay.
And under 8 assists.
And D Book under 8 assists, right?
Yeah.
And D Book under. Okay.
I know Book been passing the ball like crazy, but it is Devin Booker. You know, I'll take him to go under. He got 7 assists.
Right. Okay. And what was the odds on that, Dream?
Plus 775.
Plus 775. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, I got a question for you when you get done, Dream. Keep going.
Okay, yeah. 2 more. Harden triple-double. You know, players had that players only meeting or the whatever they had. Harden, if you watch, he's been getting a lot of BS rebounds. He had 10 rebounds game 3 and 10 game 2, 10 assists. Game 3, I like it. And Embiid is contesting or acting like he's going to contest Al Horford threes. So that's leaving Harden under the rim to get some BS rebounds. And even though I kind of lean under in the game, we're going to go Harden. I mean, we're going to go Tatum and Embiid, both to have 35. And that's like plus 1,600, plus 1,650, something like that. Every other thing that you're looking for, just YouTube search Blunt Money Bets, and I'll pop up.
There you go. There goes Dream with it. Hey, Dream, real quick, my question for you, and definitely check out Dream YouTube. My question for you, Dream, is KD, right? I know you talked about his points, rebounds, and assists to go over. I absolutely love that line. I didn't even look into any of the player props. I just, like more so just watched the game and was like, okay, this is what I think, might change. And like I said, I couldn't talk anybody off. So, Dream, KD had 8 assists in the last game. And like you said, he catching the ball at the top of the high key. And then he just pretty much, like dictating the offense itself. I think they're trying to do a better job of getting Devin Booker, like a little bit of space. My question for you, Dream, it looks like he's averaging 6.2 assists in the playoffs so far. But in games 1 and game 2, he only had 4 assists combined. He had 1 assist in game 1. He had 3 assists in game 2. His assists today are at 6.5 for plus money after having 8 last game. How you feel about like a straight on KD assist, Dream? Or do you think it's the offensive explosion game where he could potentially go for 50?
I couldn't talk you off of it. I would personally feel better at the number that was last game, which was 5.5 minus 135. That'd be great. Obviously can't talk you off. The reason why he probably went under the first 2 games was Chris Paul. And he wasn't like initiating the offense as much. And just like I said in my video, bro is gonna get 4 assists to Devin Booker. It's gonna happen, bro. He's passing it to Booker. Booker's immediately shooting or immediately driving. So I definitely can't talk you off. I just not worried. I just don't want to mess around. And it's KD, so if I assume that one of these games he'll actually go off, especially when he had 39 on awful shooting last game, I'd just rather cover the bases and do everything.
Do the PRA, yeah. It makes a lot of sense. I know I said it make a lot of sense.
Okay, yeah, but if I wasn't playing PRA, I would lean toward his assist for sure. Because the actual him being able to get assists is why I'm playing the points and rebounds PRA instead of just points. Just because I think he's gonna get a bunch more assists. So yeah, I couldn't talk you off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get there with you, Dre. I haven't really like looked into the props, like I said, but because we still got some time for this game. This game don't come on till late, and I'm not really worried about the lines. I don't think they're gonna adjust them too much, but I'm probably gonna tell you on KD PRA over. And Devin Booker points. I don't know why they still at 31.5. That seemed kind of crazy to me.
Bro, crazy. I don't want to jinx it, but look,
yeah,
it's a must win. Book gonna shoot it tonight.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. We don't got to worry about that. You definitely don't got to worry about that one. Great looks by Dream, man. Real quick recap. D Book over 31.5 points. D Book over the 2.5 threes, which I'm probably gonna tell that one to Dream. KD points, rebounds, and assists are at 44.5 on some books. With slight juice towards the over. You also can get it at 45.5 on some books and 46.5 as well. So definitely shop around, take the number that you want the most. Embiid over 1.5 stocks, steals plus 2.5. My fault. 2.5 steals plus blocks for Dream as well. And then the Jokic triple double, half unit play for Dream. The little blunt money bet, that's the parlay with Ayton under 12 points. Under 10 rebounds, and D Book to get under 8 assists is plus 775. definitely shop around. You may be able to get better number if depending on where you're at. And Harden triple-double and Tatum and Embiid 35 points apiece. Dream got the looks, man. And definitely check out his YouTube page as well. Appreciate you as always for contributing to the show, Dream. Best of luck tonight, my boy.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. Let's go, Ben. Then I'm gonna come back to you, Cam, because I see your hand up, and I'm gonna come back to you as well, Teddy. What's up, Ben?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Talk to me, Ben. How you doing? Ben, you must have had a fire plays, bro, because you just broke up. What you got? Can you hear me? Yeah, Ben done already talked to the future. He already know what's gonna happen. That's why they don't want to let him talk. I'm gonna shoot you back down, Ben, and I'll get you back up. I'll send you an invite and get you back up. Cam, come back to you real quick, and then come to Teddy as well.
I just had a question for Dream because and this is just more of a provocation because I was looking at Embiid's numbers too for defense, and real talk, I'm curious why you wouldn't just take the blocks if you're going to take the stock because he's been getting there with that's a bet for me that he's been doing it with blocks, and I think he's going to I actually think he'll probably get there, but it's plus 135. So that's the only reason I didn't take it because it used to be a bit higher. But if you're going to play the stocks, I'm just curious what's pushing you away from just going blocks.
Cam, you know the vibes, man. You started this stock thing, man. So, I'm not trying to guess, man. I'm not trying to guess. I don't doubt that Embiid gets 4 or 5 blocks today. So I can't talk you off of it. And honest to God, on my life, I made a mistake and bet his over 2.5 blocks. Because I actually thought the stocks was the stock line was that. But I bet both. So I bet both. So I'm actually hoping that he gets the blocks as well. But I just love the stocks, even though it's juiced. I just feel like it's such a safe play, man. It's as safe as you can get. But yeah, I can't talk you off the block.
No, I feel you. I feel the protection's there. All right, that makes sense. Then if you're just looking for the protection, because I went against that today with Smart, where it's minus 125 for his stocks, and I was just I'm gonna gamble a little bit and hope that he gets some steals. But I hear what you're saying. Minus 2.5 for me, stocks for Embiid is pretty much a lock. I don't like saying lock, but it's I can't. Whoa! I don't like saying lock. You know what I mean? It's if you think he's going to get there, I think it'll be difficult for him not to get there if you're including the steals. Basically, that's all. That's what I should be saying. Not lock, obviously. Something bad could happen. But anyway, I hear you now. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel about Maxey.
Real good parlay piece.
No, for sure. I feel the same way about Maxey today, man. I feel like if Maxey don't get in foul trouble, if Maxey don't get injured, it's gonna be a big game for Maxey, man. That's how I'm feeling. Teddy, your hands up. And then Dre and Glow, I got y'all up as well, man. I think both of you, maybe first time I want to hear from y'all as well. Let's go to Teddy real quick first, though. What up, Teddy?
Yeah, Chris, just quick question for you. What do you think the books are telling us, I guess, with the line being, what was that, 4 for Phoenix last game, and now that's dropped down to 2, and I see that over 56% of that bets and money's coming in on Phoenix. What do you think the books are doing by putting the spread a couple points down on this game?
I think the money's just coming back in on Phoenix. I mean, on Denver. I think if you watch the game, you really thought that Denver had a chance to win that game. As bad as they played, as many points as they gave up, they really just couldn't stop the will of Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, in my estimation. And now people understand that Denver got a legit shot of winning this game. One thing I wanted to share real quick. I'm glad you mentioned that, Teddy, because when I was doing my research on this game, one thing I looked at was in the playoffs. Right, I looked at home favorites who are coming off a win and they're in series game number 4. So what I'm saying is teams that are down 2-1 and they just got the win that they do have in the last game, they're home favorites in the next game. Those teams are 52-23 straight up. So if you like Phoenix, you could just take the money line. That's 69% says that Phoenix is going to win the game today. Did I play it? No. Those teams are also 43-31-1 against the spread, 58%. But I don't just, play the games or give you guys, plays because I, follow so many trends. But, it is a strong. Those games are also very, very, score, very, very close in score. Average score is 100-96, dating all the way back to, I don't even know how far this go back, but let's see. I think it probably goes back to probably 2008 is what I see, and maybe even farther than that. So again, real quick, home favorites that won their last game and they're playing in game 4. Those teams are down, of course, in the series 1-2, but they are 52-23 straight up in those games. 70% says to take the Phoenix Suns today and they get the job done, but that's not where my money's going. Like I said, I might be able to get a better number. I think it's going to be a highly competitive game, and I'm not trying to pick the winner. Sundays are weird for one, and you got these desperation spots for really two good teams, and I'm not interested in laying a number pre-game. So I hope that helps, Teddy. Let's see. Dre, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Good, man. I always be on the show, man. Listen to your insight. Shout out to Dream. Shout out to Stephen. I don't know where he's at, but I listen to them boys. I listen to them boys' insight, like the player props they give, and I like them. So I'm just get straight to it. I'm gonna go straight to the Suns and Nuggets game. I like 2 player props. I like D-Book over 31.5 points. I gotta go back to it. It cashed last game. Just like Dream said, it's a do or die game. They do not want to go back to Denver 3-1. I just gotta go with 31.5 points. I gotta do it.
Okay.
And I like Jokic over 50.5 PRA. No one can stop him down there. Jokic is looking horrible. He got benched.
Aiden looking horrible. Aiden looking horrible is what you meant, right?
Yeah, he's looking horrible, man. Like I don't know what he's doing out there, bro. I'm gonna just go with Jokic again. 50.5 PRA, rebounds good, assists good. All around game over 25 plus. So I got Jokic 50.5 PRA and Devin Booker over 31.5. Over 31.5 points.
Okay. 2 solid looks, Dre. I hope you cashing, bro. Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. For the 76ers and Celtics game, I got 2 props, but I don't like playing this game because it's kind of weird. So I like Joel Embiid over 31.5 points and assists. Last game, he played a better game, a little bit more aggressive, you can say. Got his free throws, got his points. I like Embiid over 31.5 points assists. And I'm going to go back to James Harden over 14.5 rebound assists. Cash with me last game with Embiid back. I don't see him as scoring like you said, not taking his points over. I don't like it. He's getting 8+ assists, get a little rebounds. So I'm going to go with his rebounds and assists.
Okay. Hey, Dre, where you from?
Alabama, man.
Okay, I hit it down south. I knew somewhere down south, bro. I can hear it. I knew Dream was from New York before he told me. I knew Finesse was from New York before he told me. I can always pick up on that accent, bro. I got a lot of family down there. Not in Alabama specifically, but I got a lot of family that talk just like you, Dream. They got that accent, man. I love it, bro. I love it. Hey, best of luck, Dre. I hope you cash these tickets tonight, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, bro. I was trying to wait until Ben got back up, man. The books might have stole Ben. They might have grabbed Ben and threw him in the trunk. I hope he all right. Oh, there you go. Ben, you back up here. What's up, Ben?
Hey, they got me for a sec, but I ran away.
Okay. Hey, give us the plays on the run. What you got?
I'm with Dream. I just don't really see how the Nuggets can slow down Booker or KD. I mean, KD shoots like crap from the field and still goes for 39, and then DeAndre is going to be working for waste management for next year. He worked for the Sun, So I gotta create a way to play it. I mean, I took the over on Booker and KD's points and the under 14.5 on Ayton last night. But I think there's a way that you can play it creatively just to hedge yourself a tick. You go 25 plus KD and Book, and then under I think I took under 19.5. On 8, just those 3 pieces put together. It might be a little juice now, just because Ayton's line went down, so you could knock that down to 18.5, 17.5. You're gonna be just fine. And what I did was I laddered all 3 of those. Obviously Ayton on the way down and the other 2 on the way up. As singles, and laddered them parlayed. So just both of them for 30, and then Ayton under, like 15.5, and then both of those for 30, Ayton under 13.
In the blender again, they got my man, threw him back in the trunk. Yeah, you in the blender again, Ben.
For 12.5, and then
Ben, can you hear me?
you got me back. Yeah, you got me back now.
Yeah, you good. You good. I think people understand the premise. You was just saying you could take it and alter, alter down, alter them up.
Alt them up and alt them down, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also on Jokic's rebounds. The Suns scored 119 points last game. Is that right?
121, I think, right?
121. You're right. They took 17 free throw attempts and scored 121 points, and Jokic still managed to have 17 rebounds.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
So what I'm saying is Jokic is getting such a huge number of these boards. I believe he only had one rebound in the first quarter and still finished at 17. So I'll take the 15 rebounds at plus 100 for sure.
Love it, Ben. No way I could talk you off of that. Okay. Any thoughts, Ben, on Boston and Philly?
Not really, man. I mean, I took Philly in the first half just because I think the books got a pretty good feel for Philly. I remember last year they just got a good feel for how Philly comes out to play, like when they were playing the Raptors. I remember very, very distinctly there was a game where they had the Raptors favored in the first half and Philly favored full game.
Mm-hmm.
And the books got it right perfectly, So when this line dropped at a Philly +3, but the line was, a half point short in the first half, they had it at +1, in the first half. To me, that means, the books are expecting Philly to come out with some sort of representative effort early. And obviously, given the situation with the series and, how important it is that they get this game to even it back up, obviously that would make a whole lot of sense, I would play the first quarter, but similar to how you've said, I've been terrible with first quarters this year. So I'm just going to take the first half.
Okay. I mean, it makes a lot of sense the way you broke it down. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. Best of luck, Ben. I appreciate you sharing the looks, man.
No problem. Best of luck to you too.
Absolutely, man. I hope you cash them. Let me kick it to Vaughn real quick, and we're gonna get up out of here. I've been on here for an hour breaking down these two games. What's up, Vaughn?
Yo, what's good, bro? You hear me good?
Yeah, you good. What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm reheating the same soup that everybody already said. So I'm on Embiid steals and blocks for a little bit. I played the steals and blocks combo for a little bit of safety at 2.5 or -140 on DraftKings a little early. I got a 3-leg parlay in the Phoenix and Denver game with Devin Booker 25, KD 25, and KD 6 rebounds. I think I've played that every game this series, and I'm cashing at a pretty high rate, if I'm not mistaken. We seen what they're gonna do, and we seen how Phoenix gonna try to be successful. And the fact that Mike Malone won last game with both of them going off, I don't think he changes the coverage because nobody else scored double digits. Nobody else was even really shooting shots. So if y'all gonna try to beat us with two people, I think Mike Malone is okay with that. So I think he kind of, I ain't gonna say let them go off, but I think he continues to kind of let them play one-on-one. So I'm gonna take that. I took Devin Booker points at his line, 31.5. And then I took the same players in a sense, but threw a little something together. KD 35, Devin Booker 35, Jokic 30, and Jokic 14 rebounds, and that's plus 3,000. Again, just something to sprinkle on. If it don't cash, it's not anything that I'm banking to cash, but I do think it has a decent chance to hit. I think, like we said, like I talked about earlier, the only way Phoenix got a chance is if Devin Booker and Kevin Durant go off. I thought Campaign would be a little more aggressive. I thought Aiden would, be a little bit more aggressive at home. And they was just kind of out there, just doing cardio for real. So I think if Phoenix go down, they're going to go down fighting with KD and Devin Booker. So if you want to take any of their lines, points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers, however you want to take Kevin Durant or Devin Booker, I don't blame you. I think everybody that's been up here has one of those two or both. So I like any of those plays, rebounds. And I play his rebounds and assist combo. Let's see. And in the Philly game, I only play in steals and blocks. The way Boston been playing, it's too much that can happen for me. It can be a Brogdon game. It can be a Jaylen Brown game. I don't have nothing that I love on Boston side as of right now. I don't have too much I love on Philly side. My lean is Maxey because Harden looked like ass, but it I think the first person that came up talked about Tobias Harris. So I don't want to try to play the guessing game with Philly. I'm gonna play the person who I know will get the attempts and who I know the offense gonna run through, and that's Embiid. So I think I'm at 27.5 or minus 130 on DraftKings. And I might take somebody live. I'm definitely gonna be watching. Like if Maxey go off early, then I'm okay with taking his points, or they looking to come out and be
Yeah, absolutely, Vaughn. You breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Playoffs that I've loved. I've been cashing these live shit.
Okay. Yeah, you breaking up a little bit, Vaughn, but I hope you cash, bro. Appreciate you sharing the looks. Appreciate you sharing the looks, Vaughn. You broke up just a tad bit, my brother. Yeah, hour in the book, man. Hour in the book. So we gonna cut it off right there. Great look shared, I think. Anything you guys want to do as far as offensively, and that line is moving down to even. It's 1.5 now, so big money coming in, continuing to pour in on the Denver Nuggets. Potentially to get the upset today. Get that series, 3-1. In the Philly game, I see as Superbook down to a pick 'em now for Philly as well. So maybe the home dogs, maybe the I guess the one home dog and the road dog as well, get it done today. Nothing that I played officially. Like I said, I only played the under and I only played Maxey points over 19.5. I love Maxey today a lot. And that last game, I think I'm gonna ride with Dream, take Devin Booker points, probably take his threes as well, and KD points, rebounds, and assists, and probably put together some little small parlay with Jokic being included in that as well. The one I gave out, James, I forgot who mentioned this on Friday. Asked for the stars will be stars parlay. That I think that was 2 points away from cash, and it was a plus 2,400 on DraftKings on FanDuel. When I looked at it, I think Jaylen Brown missed it by 2 points, but going back to something like that, I think is absolutely in play for today. But I feel like most people can come up with that themselves. Don't really need my opinion. One thing I wanted to mention, mention this to you, James, because I know you talked about these two looks. Somebody said that they parlayed, which I'm of course not doing too much of, but somebody parlayed Harden and Jokic triple double together. And I want to say it was plus 4,000 odds, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't find it in the comment section. But Scotty said that. So Harden and Jokic triple double parlay on DraftKings plus 40, pretty much plus 4,500. So 45-1. Blunt money bet is what Scotty said. So we'll see how it goes, man. Best of luck to you guys if you're telling my plays. Best of luck to everybody today. Enjoy the games. We'll be back tomorrow to break down the games for tomorrow. I'm out, y'all.